Hello, I am Mac, and this is Refocusing Barbados. Sunday Sun, March the 15th, gave the results of a recent poll being done by countries. And I have poured over the statistics, look at the numbers, and first let me say I'm not surprised that Miss Motley is polling at 48% in terms of favorability. That's expected. Because when you go into the poll and you look at the right track, wrong track information, when you look at other factors going into the thinking of people, you would realize that this poll is really a referendum on the Democratic Labour Party more so than a satisfaction with the Barbados Labour Party. That's a fact. This is what the poll is revealing. And for most of us who are looking at our futures and looking at where the country is going, you have to be dissatisfied with the leadership of our country. And there's no doubt about it. But I pour into these numbers and I've been looking at them, and there's some things that the Barbados Labour Party has to be careful with. 40% of respondents believe that the Barbados Labour Party is not ready. Yet, Mr. Wickham says that if an election were called now, the Barbados Labour Party will win hands down, very, very easily. And I think this poll is assuming, or Mr. Wickham is assuming, that irrespective of what happens in terms of candidate selection, the Barbados Labour Party is going to win because the dissatisfaction with the Democratic Labour Party is that high. So it doesn't take into account that the Barbados Labour Party at this stage seem not to be ready. It doesn't take into account that what we have at this time is a party that hasn't dealt with its candidate selection. So what it is assuming is that no matter who the Barbados Labour Party brings, it will win the election. There's a saying in politics in the US that all politics is local. And the same goes for Barbados. All politics is local. You win at a constituency level. And I'm afraid of one thing, that the Barbados Labour Party can take this poll wrong. That's something that I'm concerned about. And they say that if the elections come, the Barbados Labour Party would win. Yet still, there's a part saying the Barbados Labour Party is not ready. So it is assuming that even though the Barbados Labour Party is not ready, the people will hand the government to the Barbados Labour Party. That's strange because people don't think that way. People do not think that way. You must be able to convince people about your leadership skills and ability and your vision in order for people to go with you. Now, there was something else I was looking at here. The satisfaction level. And that's something that the Barbados Labour Party also has to look at. The Dems at this time, they're going south. There's no doubt about it. Their numbers are falling drastically because there's a great dissatisfaction with the Dems. Yet, among Dems, this satisfaction level is at 5.4, and this is taken from 1 to 10, on a scale of 1 to 10. The Barbados Labour Party is 5.6. If the Dems numbers are going south, but this satisfaction level with the Dems, right, is 5.4, and in light of the fact that the Democrats are going south, the Barbados Labour Party is only 5.6. Now, that is very interesting. I'm asking myself a lot of questions. It seems to be saying that the base of the Barbados Labour Party is not energized. And this reflects on the leadership. So if I were Miss Martley, I would not take comfort in this poll, because there are a lot of things that are left open. There are a lot of serious questions that arise out of this. I also ask myself this question. And when I look at it and I really start to analyze it, a lot of this is going to depend on how Mr. Stewart takes this poll. And if you look at this poll and you do a constituency by constituency analysis, I am sure you're going to have some difficulty coming to some conclusions that this poll has come to. I am sure about that. But I have always maintained that in terms of governance, the Barbados Labour Party has always done a better job than the Democratic Labour Party. And I say that without fear. It is a fact. The Barbados Labour Party has always done well. On an economic philosophy, the Barbados Labour Party's economic philosophy has always been better for Barbados than the Democratic Labour Party. But I'm not going to go into that. But I am wondering, come out of this poll, where does the Barbados Labour Party go from here? Do they pat themselves on the back? Do they start high-fiving? Or they start to deal with the basic problems of leadership within the party? There's no doubt that Miss Martley is a quality person. I've always admired Miss Martley. Miss Martley is one of the real people persons that we have in politics today. You can't beat Miss Martley for that. She's a boss. And I remember just after the aftermath of the Hurricane Thomas, Miss Martley was visiting her constituents. And she passed by the bakery and she said to me, Mr. Nichols, I want a cheese cutter. This is a people's person. Feel comfortable with people. And I said, the place is in darkness. She said, no problem. She took out her cell phone, turned on the flashlight, went into my chiller, got a knife, got 2 salt bread, and made cheese cutters. That is Mia Marty. She knows how to touch people. Miss Marty is a real quality person. But I have a piece of advice for Miss Martley. Miss Martley, you're a quality person. You need to surround yourself, with quality people who can give you quality advice. And Miss Martley, listen. Another thing. A few days ago, I saw the back page of a Daily Nation, and it said, please, sir. And that caught my eye. And I started to read it, and I really had a good laugh. You imagine, right? This is the second time that this goodly gentleman is complaining for another cabinet colleague. And it reminded me when I was in elementary school, and you would be offended by a person and you would say, please sir, Chris hit me. Please sir, tell Chris stop. But you know, if the person offended you didn't like it, you know they can do it again. And the second complaint will go something like this. Please sir, Chris arm is unfair to me. That is how we read that. And it may sound comical to you, right? But it says that the cabinet of this country has no leadership. And one person is saying these were things that were agreed to in cabinet. But then, one man decided he is going to do as he likes, irrespective of what the cabinet decisions are. We have a serious problem. I am not surprised at these numbers of this poll. I expected that. We got some serious problems in this country, and I tell you the truth. I really would like to see some change. Honestly, we really need change, because we can't continue like this. We definitely cannot. That's all for today, folks, and I appreciate your comments. Talk to us, please. This has been Refocusing Barbados. And once again, I'm Matt. Thank you.